Hi, class of 2020. This is Rod Keeler, and I just want to wish you a great quarantine. And I know that it's been tough for me, tough for everyone to go through this. And but there are some things that have been positive, especially for me during this quarantine time. And I want to share one with you is that I have both my sons home from me and one of my sons lives in San Jose. The other one is a high school student. But at 5 o'clock every day, we take a break and we go outside and we'll play catch with baseball. We'll play ping pong in the garage. And it just built some special memories that we have through that process that would have never happened if it hadn't been for the quarantine.
Awesome, Mr. Keeler. I'm glad you're keeping your ping pong skills alive. For me, one of the silver linings, this is mostly from counseling. For me, one of the silver linings of this is just all of the new learning. It's keeping me challenged. It's keeping me thinking. I'm learning lots of new technology, finding new ways to connect with students and also with friends and family. My nieces are now on Facebook Messenger. They're little, and so we get to be pizza slices and dancing bears, and it's just a lot of giggles. So I'm excited for all the new learning and challenging myself.
Thanks, Ms. Lee. Hi, class of 2020 SDA. This is Mr. Camacho, thinking about you deeply and daily. One of the silver linings for me, honestly, is spending a lot of time now with my 6 kids at home, doing the simple things like board games, watching some throwback movies, playing wiffle ball out in the front, getting some swim time, just kind of rediscovering and really reminding myself that what I have at home, I'm grateful for, and that's been nice to focus on.
Thanks, Mr. Camacho. Hey, seniors, this is Mr. Pompeo. I want to wish you all well. My silver lining during quarantine has been connecting with friends from college and high school. You know, I've talked to some people that I haven't talked to in years, and we're catching up and making sure that we're all doing okay. And that's been my silver lining. So now go on the seniors, SDA seniors Instagram and post, what is your silver lining from quarantine? What's one good thing that's happened to you that you want to share?
Hi, SDA Class of 2020. This is Principal Camacho. I hope that this video message finds you well, safe, and healthy, and of course, connected to your schoolwork. This is really the kickoff to our senior meeting that we would typically have on site. So thanks for allowing us to do this at least virtually. We know these circumstances are odd, challenging, any adjective you want to attach to that, we're there with you. But you should know that the focus remains on making sure that you have the experience you deserve as you wrap up your senior year. This is typically the time where I would tell you to make sure you're following the rules and that you're behaving yourselves at school events and whatnot, as to not jeopardize your participation in graduation and some other things. But I don't think there's a need for that. Anything that you do attend virtually, just remember school rules apply. The focus is really on making sure that we can celebrate your class in the best possible way, given kind of the guidelines and the restrictions that are out there. That said, I want to thank you all for completing the survey. Not all, but many of you have completed the survey. We have about a little over 200 responses. And so if you haven't completed that, check your school email and make sure that you are completing the survey. The survey focuses on senior activities, but in particular, it focuses on graduation. And kind of the trends that I'm seeing right now, even though we only have about half of the responses, are obviously the desire is to still have a traditional on-site graduation. That is our goal. As of right now, we still have not had an official cancellation of graduation on-site or grad night. So as soon as we know more as the days kind of proceed, we will certainly communicate with you, but your feedback is important. So what we're hearing is that the priority is to hold a on-site graduation, and that you're willing to do it all the way up until the end of July, potentially even during the fall break in November of this year, and even possibly during the winter. There are some of you that are interested in holding off until next year and actually doing some sort of one-year reunion / formal graduation. Again, the goal and the focus is on trying to get this done before July. We're going to have to wait and see. And if, for example, the ceremony is able to happen before the end of July this summer, then on June 12th, when graduation is originally scheduled, we would do some sort of other recognition. The ideas are still flowing, things like a parade, a drive-through, something like that, to provide seniors and their families an opportunity to celebrate one another, or kind of leading the options. So more to come on that. Your feedback is important. We're here to serve you. We want this to be your graduation and designed by you, especially if we need to audible and go to some other options. So again, thank you. Hang in there. Remember that this fourth quarter absolutely matters. It counts. Your colleges are depending on a final transcript to ensure that what you said you were going to take, you're actually completing. Okay, so hang in there. Hope you're well. Be strong. We miss you and we love you. Take care.
Hi, everybody. This is Miss Lee from counseling. First and foremost, we miss you guys so much, and we are absolutely here to continue to support you. So you can email your counselor. You can also check the homepage of our counseling website. There's links to calendars for each of us that you can sign up for a virtual or a phone meeting. We are absolutely happy to continue supporting you in any way that you need. What I'm actually supposed to be talking about today, though, is graduation introductions. Like everything else kind of right now, when graduation will happen, in what format it will happen is kind of up in the air. What we can absolutely commit to, though, is that we will have a graduation for you guys. And with that in mind, we want to have everything ready to go. Much like everything else at SDA, we do things a little bit different when it comes to graduation. So if you haven't seen our graduation before, instead of just reading the name as students walk across the stage to get their diploma, we read a statement written by you for yourself. This is your day, this is your accomplishment, and we want to hear from you. So 20-word statement about whatever you want to have read by your counselor when you walk across the stage. People always ask, what should I say? It might be a thank you to the people who've helped you get this far. It might be what comes next for you after high school. It might be an inspiring quote. It's really up to you guys what that looks like. Do keep in mind, though, it does need to be appropriate. Your counselors are going to be reading this in front of everybody's parents and grandparents and aunts and uncles. So do yourself a favor. Administration's going to be checking these for appropriateness. Do a quick appropriateness test yourself. Think, if Miss Lee read this to her boss, Mr. Camacho, is she going to get fired? If so, not appropriate. Think, if Miss Lee read this to her grandma, is her grandma going to be offended? If so, probably not appropriate. Okay. How are you going to let us know what you want read at graduation? Check the link above me, just above me. You'll see either a URL or a QR code that you guys can use to access. It's a very short Google survey. First of all, you have to access it using your school email account. So log in with your school email account or it won't let you in. You'll give us your first name, your last name, and then your 20-word statement. If you go over 20 words, when you go to hit submit, it's going to give you an error message that reads something about match pattern. If you're getting that error message about pattern not being matched or mixed pattern, then you need to go and make sure your statement's only 20 words. There'll be an optional box down at the bottom. And that's for anything that we need to successfully read your introduction, whether that is a phonetic pronunciation of your name, something about the tone or the style in which you want your message read. So feel free to give us any information that would be helpful there. We can't wait to see you guys. We miss you. And if you need anything, absolutely be in touch. Bye, Mustangs.
Hi, class of 2020. This is Mr. Keeler here. Hey, I wanted to let you know that we've been thinking about you guys. And I'm so sorry that during your senior year, fourth quarter, that you had to be quarantined. And just know that we love you guys. We've been thinking a lot about you. When I talk to teachers, they just feel so bad for you, and they just want to be with you guys, and so do I. But we'll get through this, and when we get back to normal, we'll celebrate, and we'll have a great time together. Thanks.
Hey, class of 2020. This is Mrs. Saldana from the SDA Foundation. What is the SDA Foundation? That's a great question. So we're an organization on campus whose primary purpose is to support you, the students, and your school. And one of the things that we love doing every year is celebrating our seniors. And even though there's a lot of uncertainty around graduation and grad night, we still want to honor you. So, quick reminder about Wednesday's drive-through event, Wednesday, May 6th, anytime between 3:30 and 6:30 in the afternoon, 1 car per family. Come on through and let us celebrate you with a surprise. Maybe the first of a couple things that we have up our sleeves. So, look forward to seeing you. We are so proud of you, and take good care. Be safe.
Hey seniors, this is Mr. Pompeo. For those of you who don't know me, I'm the long-term sub covering for Mr. Keeler and running ASB this semester. I'm going to give a few quick announcements about what's happening between now and June 12th. My first announcement is senior tiles. Trust me, I know what a valuable tradition that is at SDA. I graduated in 2011, and the first thing I did my first day subbing was go straight to my wall and take pictures of all of my friends' tiles and send it to them. So Mr. Wright, Mr. Ramirez, admin, and myself, we're all trying to make that happen. Obviously, we're dealing with a lot of constraints, but please check your email, check Instagram. If we get any updates on making senior tiles possible, we will let you know. The other two big events that were supposed to happen this semester are Exhibition Day and Prom. We are committed to making something happen. It's not going to look the same, but it is going to be an opportunity to connect with each other. I ask again, check your school email, check the SDA Seniors Instagram and the Student Life Instagram, and please come join us digitally. You will get out of the last 6 weeks what you put in. My last announcement is I just want to say I realize that you have lost something really special by being on quarantine. You were supposed to be together in person for your senior year, and you don't get to do that. There's nothing I can say that will change that. What I can say is what makes senior year special more than any dance or any event is the friendships. So if you want to make meaning out of what's happening right now, the best thing we can do is to build those friendships, to come together. As an alum, I can tell you, you will be friends with fellow Mustangs for the rest of your life, and they will bring so much joy. So please, come together, connect, be with us, and let's make the most out of the next 6 weeks. Thank you. Bye.
All right, class of 2020. Just want to say that we love you. We miss you dearly, and we wish we could be with you in classes right now and doing fun activities, but better times are ahead. So I just want to wish you the best these next couple of weeks before you head on off to college or whatever you decide to do. So bye for now.
We miss you.
Bye, you guys.